I'm Atulya Bhakti. Today I'm going to be recreating the Levain Bakery chocolate chip and walnut cookies. These cookies are supposed to be the best cookies in all over New York City, if not all over this country or all over the world, as they say. And I had to recreate a vegan recipe for this cookie because they look so good on Instagram. They're huge and fat and crispy on the exterior and gooey and molten and chocolatey in the middle. So if you're interested in baking a vegan version of this Levain style cookie, then keep watching. First, into a large bowl, we're going to mix up our dry ingredients. This is 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Then add half a cup of whole wheat flour. I like adding in a little bit of whole wheat flour because it gives it a nice nutty flavor note to our dough. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Go ahead and mix up all your dry ingredients. This way, all of the flours and the raising agents will be evenly dispersed. Then we're going to prepare our egg replacer for this cookie recipe. We're going to be using 3 tablespoons of unsweetened applesauce. This is going to provide moisture to our cookies so that they don't turn out rock hard and dry. To that, add 1 tablespoon of tapioca starch. The starch is going to help us achieve that crispy and chewy texture to our cookie. Add 2 tablespoons of any non-dairy milk of choice. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Whisk everyone together, and now we have our egg replacer for this cookie recipe. Into a stand mixer with a paddle attachment, add half a cup or 1 stick of cold chopped earth balance. Add half a cup of organic cane sugar and half a cup of organic brown sugar. Mix on low for a few seconds until just combined. We're not trying to whip any air in here. Add your applesauce egg replacer and mix on low for a few seconds until just combined. And now we're ready to go in with our dry ingredients mixture. Go ahead and add that in. And once again, we're going to mix this on low until a dough starts to form, but we want this to be slightly under-combined because we want to prevent over-mixing here. Over-mixing your cookie dough batters will result in a different texture in your cookies, so you don't want to do that. Add 1 cup of chopped walnuts. Make sure to use some fresh walnuts here, not some old rancid walnuts that has been in your cupboard for ages. Add 1 heaping cup of chocolate chips. I like to use bittersweet chocolate chips because the bitterness helps to balance out the sugary sweetness of the cookie. My chocolate chips are 63% cacao. And I'm gonna sound really repetitive here, but you guessed it right. Mix on low until just combined. I'm gonna scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl, making sure there's no dry flour left behind. Then I'm gonna measure out the cookie dough ball size to get that nice, huge Levain Bakery style cookie. I think I've heard that Levain Bakery, their cookies are like 6 ounces, which is ginormous. I'm gonna go for 125 grams here, which is a little bit smaller, but still a hunk of a cookie. And the trick to getting that Levain Bakery rustic style look of the cookie, you don't want to roll your cookie dough ball into a perfect ball. You kind of want to lightly press it just enough so that it holds together into a ball, and you want those imperfect nooks and crannies and bumps and crevices. You can put all your cookie dough balls into a large Ziploc bag so that we can freeze them. Freezing them will allow us to maintain that height of the cookie when we bake it, and it also help us give us a nice crispy exterior and a gooey molten center. And also I love freezing cookie dough balls, by the way, because then you can just Bake 1 or 2 throughout the week whenever you have a sweet tooth, and you can have freshly baked cookies all week long. They'll last in your freezer for up to a month or so. This recipe makes about 7 large cookies, and we're going to pop them into the freezer overnight, or at least 4 hours. The more rock hard frozen these cookie dough balls are when we bake them, the taller they're gonna be. I already had some frozen that I made at the crack of dawn this morning for this video shoot. You wanna lay all your frozen cookie dough balls onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper with plenty of space in between because they will spread. I preheated my oven to 375 degrees. This is a bit higher than what you would bake a normal cookie at, but this higher temperature is gonna really give us that nice crispy exterior and a gooey molten interior. You're gonna bake this for about 15 minutes. Baking times will vary depending on the size of your cookie and your oven. The key here is to achieve that crispy golden outer shell and have the center be super gooey and underbaked. Let the cookies cool on the baking sheets until firm enough to handle. Now for that crack test that's all over social media, where they take the Levain bakery cookie and crack it in half, and you see its molten center and gooey chocolate chips. I think we've achieved it, guys. Wow. I love the size of this cookie. It's just like such a hefty cookie. Go ahead and break into it. It does have that nice molten center. Oh my god. Gotta see this. It's like so gooey in the middle. And the chocolate's just melty. Crispy on the exterior. Wow. This cookie has the perfect balance of flavors. It's got the right amount of sweetness, just the right amount of salt to bring out all the flavors, and the flavors of the chocolate in combination with the walnuts. This is like cookie heaven. If you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up. And if you want the written recipe to these Levain bakery style cookies, I'll post a link to my website, chefatulya.com, in the description box below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, because I have new vegan recipes coming out every Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. 안녕! So, I really wanted to... Oh, come on! Do you really have to get into the shot? Fly? I left the door open and let some flies in. And now they're ruining my shoot.